One less than a week away from the Republican primary in South Carolina. It will happen on Saturday, and candidates are putting U.S. foreign policy front and center.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Hale is hoping to make headway in her home state while calling out former President Donald Trump on his comments on NATO. Haley, Trump, and President Biden are all focusing on U.S. support for Ukraine in its fight against Russia. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
With South Carolina's Republican presidential primary coming up on Saturday, Nikki Haley is going on offense in her home state, slamming former President Trump for not condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin over the death of top Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny in a Russian prison.
I don't know why he keeps getting weak in the knees when it comes to Russia. But I'll tell you what, Russia's not getting weak in the knees.
In his first comments about Navalny's death, the former president suggested he's facing a similar kind of political persecution without mentioning Putin. President Biden says he holds Putin responsible for Navalny's death and is now weighing more sanctions against Russia.
We already have sanctions moving and we're considering additional sanctions, yes.
For 75 years, NATO has been the most important.
The Biden campaign also launching a new digital ad casting former President Trump's recent NATO comments as giving Putin the green light to attack America's allies. President Biden is facing his own foreign policy backlash over supporting Israel's fight against Hamas. There's a movement for Democrats to vote uncommitted in the upcoming Michigan primary amid the devastation in Gaza.
And the president's doing everything he can to make sure that the loss of innocent lives is diminished.
The global conflicts having an impact on the campaign trail.
I think our country was a lot safer when Donald Trump was there.
As Haley, a former UN ambassador, makes the case she's the better choice on foreign policy and promises to keep running through Super Tuesday despite Mr. Trump's substantial lead. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.